Wapili, tatu.
I shut my lights off and go to sleep, but for all...
Being chaplain of the second largest university in Kenya, shepherding 2,000 Catholic students on campus, lecturing on the introduction to the Bible 3 hours each week, and chairperson of the largest AIDS program in the slums of Nairobi, keeps a young 54-year-old missioner, Father Ed Phillips, literally on his toes every minute. Counseling dispirited and broken-hearted students and restoring them to sanity and confidence in themselves, he says, is his greatest joy.
Reaching out to the thousands of AIDS patients, teaching them to love and be loved, helping them to die with dignity is another rewarding faith experience.
Another wonderful achievement was the blessing of the new Christ the Teacher Catholic Chaplaincy Center by Archbishop Ndingi Mwananzeki on March 11, 2001, which took 14 years to come to fruition. The Archbishop praised the Marinal Society for financing and designing a beautiful church and student complex, saying it was a wonderful gift to the church and the student body of the university.
Faith is a big issue for the students, I think, as any young person around the world. Our young students, our students here are asking some basic questions about themselves as Catholics. They're asking basic questions about themselves as human beings, and I think that's really a key role of the chaplain with my staff is to... I see the whole issue as being formational. Formational as individual people with their own strengths and weaknesses. I see a formational development of an identity as a Catholic, an identity of a Catholic living within a community. And it's rather intriguing that the students see themselves and even define themselves on campus as the Catholic community. And so if one thing the students are beginning to conceptualize even the church is not just a structure or a building they come to on a Sunday, but we're made up of a community believing in Jesus.
Besides being a full-time chaplain at the university, Father Phillips is chairperson of the community-based healthcare and AIDS relief program for the Eastern Deanery of the Archdiocese of Nairobi. He explains.
Well, the biggest challenge in handling two rather large ministries, some days I wonder where I find up enough time, and it becomes rather difficult and cumbersome at times to do both between here at the university and overseeing the AIDS program. I'm lucky that I have an excellent coordinator in Mrs. Alison Njoroge who can pick up a lot of the slack when I'm not there, and so maybe some of the major crisis issues only come to me. Program started back in 1994 in the deanery, and I was asked to put the program together and work with Mrs. Njoroge and others, and it's been a real joy. Granted the fact that we're dealing in people ultimately going to die, but it touches me even most deeply in my life as a missionary, because part of my life as a missionary is to reach out to the poor. And I see as a new form of the real evangelization is the poor suffering with AIDS. In our case, we've cared for almost 10,000 patients since 1994 in the slums of Nairobi. And to be able to, with the assistance of our health workers and our whole team being integrated through the parishes, and to know someone, number one, is maybe was alienated from God and stigmatization, and then ultimately we were able to reflect to that person unconditional acceptance. And through that process, the person begin to believe again that they're loved by someone. And that leads, in many of these cases, people finally want to be reconciled with God and with their family. And it brings people great joy. And people that have no medicine and are suffering and are in pain. And that in very simple ways, we offer someone quality of life. It's beautiful.
Childhood.
When time allows, Father Philip likes to visit these loving children of the slums, play cards with them, and jokes with them, and tenderly embraces them. This is a fulfilling moment in his life as a priest and in his very busy schedule.
The dream to have a Catholic complex at Kenyatta University has come true and has galvanized the spirit of the Catholic community. They threw their heart and soul into preparing for the great celebration. Their gowns and costumes were stunning, their dancing enticing, and their singing superb. Nothing was left undone to enhance the celebration. It truly was a marvelous day. Archbishop Raphael Ndingi Mwananzeki gave a thoughtful Lenten sermon encouraging the students to be humble and faithful to Christ and His Church.
The Vice-Chancellor, Professor George Eshiwani, gave a powerful challenge to reach out to the hand of Christ. But most of all, the dynamism, the force and drive to inspire the community to action goes to Father Ed Phillips.
His love and respect for the students, his appreciation of the African culture and art, his compassion for the sick and poor, and the joy of being with children has brought this youthful-looking Marino missionary, Father Ed Phillips, close to the heart of one and all. Truly, Father Edward Phillips has reached out to the hand of Christ, inspiring his youthful parish to walk humbly with their God and Church, and in turn, his ministry has been blessed more than 100-fold. Surely he will hear the voice of the Master saying, "Well done, good and faithful servant."
umenitendea, umejema kanijali, Bwana nasema asante. Tena nitakushukuru, hayo nafsi na moyo wangu, asante wewe Mungu. Yesu wangu, Yesu, Yesu mwema. Imana Yesu wangu, Yesu, Yesu wangu. Imana jina lake Yesu lisifiwe. Imana Yesu wangu, Yesu, Yesu wangu. Imana jina lake Yesu litukuzwe. Imana Yesu wangu, Yesu, Yesu wangu. Imana
Anaweza Yesu wa ajabu. Aokoa Yesu Bwana mwema. Anaponya
Oh, can't you see the sky is turning gray? When you turn to me, it takes it all away. The misty night and the hazy smoke makes me go, uh-oh, uh-oh, oh. Can't you see the sky is turning gray? When you turn to me, it takes it all away. The misty night and the hazy smoke makes me go, oh, 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 oh. Can't you see the sky is turning gray? When you turn to me, it takes it all away. The misty night and the hazy smoke makes me go, oh, 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 oh. Can't you see the sky is turning gray? When you turn to me, it takes it all away. The misty night and the hazy smoke makes me go, oh, 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 oh,
Chérie, je m'adresse à toi. Avec toi,
oh.
chérie, la vie est belle.
Let's talk about love. The love we have, the love we share is yours and mine's for life. Don't let no one take that dear. Realists don't build no hype. When times get dark, spread your light. Baby, spread your wings and fly with all your might. Summertime breeze makes me feel so new again. The thought of losing you has gone, forever be my friend. Paint the skies with your eyes and take away the gray. Therefore, when we reach our home, we have all the people say, oh, can't you see the sky is turning gray? When you turn to me, it takes it all away. The misty night and the hazy smoke makes me go, oh, 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 oh. Can't you see the sky is turning gray? When you turn to me, it takes it all away. The misty night and the hazy smoke makes me go. Time's been racing, no more waiting, I take you there. Hold my hand if you need and release your fears. I am your heart, I am your soul, for you I care. Till the end of time, I'll always be there. Time's been racing, no more waiting, I take you there. Hold my hand if you need and release your fears. I am your heart, I am your soul, for you I care. Till the end of time, I'll always be there.